Yo, welcome back to the Inner Circle. Today I'm bringing you week 9 of PAC Season 1. That is the Pokemon All-Star Competition. I'm very excited to bring this one to you because it was a really good battle. It was filmed already, so I'm not going to spoil anything, but we can go ahead and take a look at the matchup. My team hasn't changed and still consists of Hydreigon, Conkeldurr, Slowking, Klefki, Wigglytuff, Tangela, Torracat, Tornadus T, Scolipede, Palisand, and Lily. Sharpedo's team consists of Dragapult, Azumarill, Crocodile, Skarmory, Heracross, Roserade, Lantern, Flareon, Pyukumuku, Boldore, and Kirlia. Again, very good one and excited to bring it to you. I hope you all enjoy, and without further ado, let's just get right into it. Alright, so welcome to the battle. The team I'm on the team I'm most worried about Azu, honestly. Oh, Roserade? No Roserade. That's pretty big. Roserade was tough for me as well. So I'm glad that Roserade is not here. Just wrote down everything, all the brings. Saying good luck. Alright, so Scarf targets are Crocodile potentially. So nothing really outspeeds my Hydra. Goldoa with the follow. Thanks so much. Much appreciated. I think we just lead Hydra. Hydra forces out some stuff. Primarily the Dragapult. This probably isn't a good lead, but I'm running out of time, so here we are. As you can see, we're running boots on 2 mons this week. Primarily the Slowking was running the boots to avoid T-spikes, but Roserade didn't come, so either way, we can avoid hazards that Crook or Scar might stack. So, not bad overall. There's Azu, so we don't scare this out, obviously. So, I didn't actually check Tangela +6 versus this, but it's our only option. Belly Drum may be obvious. Play Rough probably blows us back. It does kill us. Well, our dedicated check is Tangela. Again, Play Rough does kill us. Play Rough can miss. Fingers crossed. We'll see if it's like a Sap Sipper, though. Oh, just a raw Play Rough. Okay, that looks like band damage, if I remember correctly from my calcs. And that's 100% huge power. So, yeah, that's band damage. There was the high roll, too. Withdraws. Skarmory is pretty obvious. Heracross, too. We do get a surprising amount of health back, honestly. That did more than I expected it to. So it is, in fact, the Guts set. It may just click Knock, just because obviously knocking off a Tangela is big, and my best switch-in being Palo doesn't like a knock. So there's a knock. We are Cold War for it, though. So it shouldn't do... Yeah, should do less than half. So let's click our best move for this thing. And we're above half still, like I said. So that allows us to shore up later. There's the withdraw into Crook. Wow, okay. I don't know if that was a prediction or what. But that was nice for Sharpedo, obviously. So only if it's banned does it kill us. But we need to keep this thing around. I really don't want that to get knocked off, so. So I think that we will probably scout it set. Is it Life Orb or Banned? Okay, so it's got to be banded. Because that's band damage. Or Expert Belt, maybe? Hold on. No? It's got to be banned. So it's locked in a knockoff now. It's unfortunate that we lose Palo because it was our best check to Heracross, but oh, we just frisked and totally missed what it was. Damn it. Totally looked away. That's unfortunate. I think it's banned though. Again, I looked away. We're gonna get our rocks up. So this will do nothing. Armory's here to remove the rocks. Presumably. So we learned Skarm as lefties. Let's be annoying. This is probably dumb, but let's do it. Armory puts its own rocks up. So we're gonna get a little bit of seed on it so that lefties doesn't do much, doesn't do anything. And Tangela can kind of sit here if it really wants to. Like, Skarmory's likely not offensive. Braybird only does like 30%. So let's just take an item. Yeah, Tangler doesn't really care. So we'll take that lefties. We'll take this Leech Seed chip. And Tangler will get basically back to full after a regen here. Armory could roost. It is a possibility. There it is. We do show our boots there. And we're going to teleport. Skarmory does not touch Slowking. Except for like Toxic. But we know it was lefties, so it doesn't want to take a flamethrower. So we're just going to teleport on out of here. Two choice bands on one team? It seems like. Again, I totally missed the frisk. Missed the frisk. So Lantern can just Volt Switch here, but we're going to Leech Seed. We invested for Ice Beam. We haven't really done damage yet, which kind of sucks. This Heracross is slowly getting chipped, though. After Burn and Leech Seed, it'll be at less than 50. So we go into Torn now. Which might be predictable, but we're doing it anyway. That does about 7 million damage. Lantern seems like the right play. So I'm just going to make sure that the move I want to click kills. Oh, it's not guaranteed. No. No. Kidding me. Oh, that's tough. I can't do it. I can't do it. I wanted to click Sludge Wave. Probably would have still done nothing to this, but we missed anyway. Wonderful. I know Volt Switch is obvious, but what can I do about it? When Heracross does finally go down, it takes off a lot of pressure on my team. Because that's what Palo is for. Palo also has a really good offensive matchup, but Palo's not here anymore. And I really was not expecting 2 banned sets. I think this is banned. I think we have to Giga Drain. Oh, so close to grabbing the kill! Tangela. So close. Tangela Leech Seeds now. It gets a kill. Assuming it hits. Yeah. So that takes care of Azu. Which, Tangela is here for Azu and Crook. So, that takes care of one of them. Tangela is also really good for Lantern. And that's, I ran some calcs so that Tangela could survive some hits without EV Light. I don't remember the exact calcs off the top of my head. So hopefully they just end up paying off throughout the battle. There's the Heracross again. The Rocks plus Burn, it doesn't have any switch-ins left. I got no other option than going into this and taking 25% and then taking whatever move this thing clicks. So it sucks, but what are you going to do? We do resist. We do not survive. So like I said, it has no switch-ins left. So we'll just go into Hydra. And we'll take our kill. The dog has showed up. Here to cheer us on. For our inevitable, hopeful victory. Don't know why I said inevitable, but here we are. And I'm gonna just live with that. We're just gonna Dark Pulse because it kills. It saves it. Lantern's probably Spadef. So we'll see if 2 Dark Pulses can even take it out. It doesn't look like it. We don't want to take an Ice Beam. We really don't. Nothing wants to switch in on Lantern at this point. Let's see. Lantern. Ice Beam. I think we just have to go for it. Maybe we get a flinch. We get a crit. You know, not what we were trying to do, and I apologize for the crit, but I will greatly enjoy it. Heracross goes down to the next rocks. Unless Skarmory comes in now. There's Crook. We still want this for Pult, so Big Crook is here. That was like a surprisingly well-timed crit. That shit never happens to me, I swear. What do we got? Superpower? Knockoff again? Okay, so that does not 2-hit KO. Being locked into knock. I feel like I have to Giga Drain. Because I can't switch out if he does stay in. I have no switches into a knockoff. Wigglytuff really wants to keep that leftovers. I mean, Wigglytuff would have been the switch. Right. Now we don't take the Brave Bird nearly as well. Because we are a Tangela without an Eviolite. We just go straight into Slowking. The Defog is probably coming, right? Because that gets Heracross back in. There's Brave Bird. So that does 25. At this point, nothing really wants to come in on Flamethrower or Scald. I mean, Dragapult could, but I don't think Dragapult is the hard switch in here. I would think Scald is the play because Skarmory can't touch us, so we will click the Scald. Scald kills everything coming in. The Roost is here. Scald doesn't kill everything coming in. I mentioned the Dragapult. But it kills the Heracross. Really hurts the Crook. So we do get a Scald burn. Which is big. Again, I have no reason not to click Scald. Surprised it hasn't defogged yet. Defog probably comes out here. It's gotta come out, otherwise Heracross can't come back in. It whirlwinds? Is that a whirlwind? Rocks, Brave Bird, Roost, Whirlwind, no defog? Okay. Wigglytuff. That's a pretty shit bring in for me. He probably tries to Roost, though, instead of attacking me. So we're gonna Flamethrower. This is my Pult check, obviously, and then keeping Hydra alive checks Pult 2, assuming it's not a DD physical set. But DD physical's bad against Wigglytuff. I feel like it has to Roost here instead of attacking me. So we'll see. We'll see what it does. Depending on its set, Flamethrower plus Burn kills. It does Brave Bird. That should do nearly as much as Sharpedo probably hoped. Did less than I expected to. So the rocks are here to stay. So Skarmory is in fact dead. Or not Skarmory. Well, yes, Skarmory's dead, but Heracross is dead. In comes Crook. Least important member of the team right now is probably Slowking. Slowking in, and then Tangela in, right? I'm not one to usually sack off Slowking, so that's unfortunate. But now that's locked in Earthquake, which doesn't 2-ko us. So we will Scald. We've shown everything other than Slack Off. So we could have Ice Beam. So I don't think a switch is wise here. Unless that Heracross is still alive. So it's probably sacking the Heracross. Oh no, Pulse here. Okay. We will Scald. Can we get a burn? Yes, we do, so I'm not worried about the DD set as much. I've got no reason not to Scald again. T-Bolt? We honestly might take that. Me too. I wasn't sure what set it is? Life Orb? Okay. Let's see. I know that Slowking is the least important member. But this is what Wigglytuff is here for. So I'm bringing it in. After Rocks, T-Bolt might 2-ko. Okay, so that does not do anything. That doesn't have a rock switch in, I don't think. And if it does, it's not, I don't think it does. It's really close. 12%, right? Really close, 12.5. Does Earthquake kill us? I mean, it is, it is banded, so probably. Probably. Actually, it might not. There's a chance. There's a chance. I mean, it probably does. We live. Wigglytuff's a goat. Alright, so now, Hydra just wins. Hydra just wins from here. Just clicks Dark Pulse all the way. And we're gonna let Wigglytuff go down. Wigglytuff go down. Hydra just clicks Dark Pulse all the way through. Or Surf. Either way. I mean, if it's a super weird set, I'm just gonna click Surf. There's no reason not to click Surf. Heracross dies to rocks. We know that the Bolt doesn't outspeed us. We love the Hydreigon game. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Surf kills Bolt after rocks. If it even survives the rock switch, I don't know if it does. I don't know why it's taking so long though. The game's over at this point, so. Perk goes down. And Hydra will get the last kill. Okay, so it did have a switch. But we outspeed, so we'll just take this kill. Either way, it dies from burn, so but we'll get Hydra another kill, so that's cool. The Hydra plus pairing as well. Hydra plus Torn? Hydra plus what? And that will be the dub. I think it was 4-0. 3-0. 3-0. Oh, right. We sacked Wiggly. Yeah. That's a good win for us. That puts us 4-5? Which puts us back in playoffs. Playoff contention. Yeah, 4-5. We've had some unfortunate breaks this season. So the record is not indicative of the gameplay, I don't think. Week 1 we had a disconnect that affected things. Week 2 we had a bunch of misses. Scolipede forgot his glasses. The whole team forgot his glasses. I think there was one week where I just played. I lost. I just straight lost one week, and then another one of my losses. Another one of my losses, I lost the timer. I literally guaranteed win if I have like 10 more seconds. So I did say GG to Sharpedo already in the chat, so took care of that already. But GG again here, Sharpedo, if you do end up watching this. When I lost Palo, I was pretty nervous for that Heracross. The Heracross put so much pressure on my team, and I didn't really realize it till late in my prep. So Palo kind of turned into, instead of a more offensive threat like I wanted it to be, it had to take care of Heracross, and obviously it didn't do its job, so we kind of had to play around that for a little while. Torn was a secondary check, and it like sort of functioned well enough, but the rocks plus burn damage really just is what did Heracross in. So yeah, for those of you that watch my content, we're gonna step through the team here. I'm gonna swap back to my other scene. Sven, yes, I do still have the most important battle. Definitely the most important battle left today. In about an hour and 10 minutes, please everyone come back to the channel and enjoy potentially the best possible game you could enjoy. Alright, so let's step through the team. Hydra with the cleanup at the end. Big Hydra. So I was Scarf. I needed to offensively check Dragapult somehow, and this was definitely the best way to do it. So we ran Scarf. We had Surf to cover a number of things. Crook, Flareon, Boldor. The Flamethrower covered a number of things as well, being Skarmory, Heracross, Roserade. Then Dark Pulse in general is really good against Sharpedo's team. The 3 resists are Azumarill, Crocodile, and Heracross, and we cover 2 of those with 2 of these other moves. Obviously, we couldn't touch Azu, and Azu put on a lot of physical pressure too. But we were able to take care of that, obviously. Tangela put in mad work again. Tangela survived this week, yes. Last week, I think I had to let Tangela go. But this week, it survived. So let's go. We'll get to that in a bit. Other than the moveset, which there was nothing else special with Hydreigon. Scarf, 212 Timid, 212 Speed, Timid, 252 Spatak, and 44 HP. That is what we need to outspeed everything on the opponent's team. So, yeah, Hydra was pretty good in this one, obviously. Hello. I know it didn't get to do anything. It literally didn't even click a move. But like I said, it was sort of like a last-minute Heracross check. It also looks really good offensively. Sharpedo's team has 1 Ghost Resist in Crocodile and 1... Actually, no, it clicked Psychic. That's right. It clicked Psychic. But yeah, 1 Ghost Resist in Crocodile and 2 Ground Resists in Skarmory and Heracross. Now, I couldn't touch Skarmory, and I understood that. But I did run Psychic for the Heracross. I was, hoping to be able to catch him off guard with it, but that obviously wasn't the case. We also had Shore Up, which, as you saw, allowed me to determine that Crocodile was banded, because we lived that knockoff without an item. We ran Colbur specifically because of all the knockoff users on Sharpedo's team. I think it had knock on Azumarill, or I think Sharpedo had knock on Azumarill, Crocodile, and Heracross. So we ran Colbur on purpose this week to take that initial knock, and then we would survive any other knock after that and allow us to shore up and scout. But obviously the choice band Crook stopped us from shoring up. We did have Energy Ball for Crook if we still had our Colbur, or we were above 50%, assuming it wasn't choice band. We could click Energy Ball and deal a really, really solid chunk. Palisand dealt... is it to an uninvested Crocodile? Energy Ball dealt 74 min. So that's really, really solid. And that's because we were super offensive. We were modest. A max attack. Like I said, Ground only had 2 resists, and I covered one of them with the Psychic. I had Shadow Ball in there for so long because it looks so good, but I ended up going with Psychic over Shadow Ball just for Heracross. But yeah, we were super offensive, and then 244 HP and 12 defense. So yeah, that was the Palo. Obviously didn't get to do anything other than click Psychic. That was either a really good predict going into Crook, or just an unfortunate coincidence for us. But yeah, Palo just went down. That brings us to... Oh, did we not even have a Slowking Calc open? I don't think I even had a Slowking Calc open. That's bad. Brings us to Slowking. Scald Flamethrower really, really does well against this team, other than Pulp. And Azu, to be fair. But we were just going to teleport out on Azu regardless. I was pretty... And I'll get to it with Tangela, actually. I'll hold that one in the bag until we get to Tangela. So yeah, Slowking, other than like a knockoff, Slowking could just sit in and slack off on most things other than Roserade, and then Bug Move from Heracross. But yeah, other than that, Slowking could just sit in, slack off, throw off a Flamethrower, throw off a Scald. And fortunately, we were invested enough to take that Life Orb Thunderbolt from Polt. So that was pretty huge. Let's just get on over to it. The EVs were just 244 HP, so that's all it took to take that Life Orb Thunderbolt at that range. Then 252 defense, bold, with 12 attack. We really had to check all of the physical threats, pretty much. Slowking was mainly for Azu, Skarmory, Larion, Boldor. I know we didn't walk through Sharpedo's team in the beginning, but that is what we brought Slowking for, those mons, and why we brought the moveset that we did. So it matched up well against those, and it put in a lot of great work, and it survived, which is amazing. Love to see Slowking living. Slowking, for those of you that watch BBL, I drafted Slowking there as well, and my week 1 battle will go up on Monday on YouTube. For those of you that saw it here on Twitch, you already know. No spoilers for everyone else, you know what I'm saying? But I love Slowking, and I have it there and here in PAC. Again, you saw the heavy-duty boots in-game multiple times. So yeah, Slowking put in great work. Getting Scald Burns. Did I even click Flamethrower? I don't think I did. Didn't need to. What did I get a crit with? Oh, Hydra. Yeah, that Hydra, we skipped over that when we were doing the Hydra breakdown, but that Dark Pulse crit from Hydra, huge. Huge, huge. Anyways, moving on. Moving on. Tangela. Tangela had to check a lot of things. Azu, Crook, Boldor, Lantern. It could, like, soft check Polt. It could soft check Skarmory. I mean, obviously Roost. It could Roost on Skarmory kind of beats us, but yeah, it could soft check Pyukumuku, Kirlia. It kind of could do a whole lot in this one, and I like I said mid battle, I ran calcs to ensure that even without without the Eviolite, we could put in good work as well. The EV spread, well, actually, let's talk about the moves. I had Energy Ball on for the longest time, but I really wanted to be able to get some health back when I'm Giga Draining, like Crocodile, for example, or Lantern. His Lantern Ice Beam was kind of scary for Tangela in particular. So we ended up going Giga Drain. Leech Seed makes it so that Skarmory can't just freely come in on this every time. And, you know, we did click Leech Seed quite a few times. We also took Skarmory's item with the knockoff, so that was big. And then Sludge Bomb. So I brought Sludge Bomb specifically for Sap Sipper Azu. I did not want to be Perish Trapped by a Sap Sipper, Whirlpool, Perish Song Azu. So I brought Sludge Bomb specifically so that I could hopefully force out the Azu. Yeah, that was the reasoning. Because Azu was scary physically or as a Perish Trapper in this one. It really could have Perish Trapped Hydra. It could have Perish Trapped Slowking. It could have Perish Trapped Tangela, potentially. It really could have put in good work. So yeah, I was pretty scared about that one, so I brought Sludge Bomb. The EV spread was kind of weird in this one. I ran enough speed, which is only 20, but that was enough speed, hopefully to outpace a Perish Trapping Azumarill. If it's like max HP, max insert whatever defense. If it maybe like barely speed crept me, I had 20 to outspeed the speed creep, hopefully. That was the reasoning for my 20 that I had. And then 20 in Spadef. There was a calc for that. It might have been Ice Beam off Lantern with Eviolite? Or without Eviolite? No, with Eviolite. Yeah, we guaranteed took 2 Ice Beams with that 20 in Spadef. 196 in Svatek. That would allow us to not get too hit KO'd by a lot of the mons that sort of pressure Tangela. So that was why we brought it, and I did talk about Giga Drain being, crucial for that. That's why I had 196 attack. Then we had 28 defense, and there was, again, a reason for that, and that would be... Reasons, searching for reasons. I think it was a Azumarill Play Rough off of a Choice Band set. Yes, so we really, after the Giga Drain, we guaranteed live 2. It only had a like 20% chance to 2-ko raw without the Giga Drain heals, so that was the reason that we had 28 there, and then we had 244 HP to finish it off. Obviously, we were Eviolite, and I've spent way too long on Tangela, but it was a really great mon for me this week, so let's move on. Torn-T didn't do anything. I haven't enjoyed using Torn-T. I don't know. I know it's such a good mon. It's so versatile. There's so many things that it can do, but I don't know. I just haven't really enjoyed it. But yeah, he was set this week. We were defog heavy duty boots to get rid of any sort of hazards, but I really couldn't afford to get rid of my rocks. We needed that Heracross dead, so that was why we didn't try to click defog. We did click Hurricane. We missed. Is that all we clicked? I wanted to click Sludge Wave on the Heracross, but it was not a guaranteed kill because of our EV spread. This thing's main priority was Rose Raid. We needed to check it somehow, and that's what this thing did. So you'll see here on the EVs, we were 244 HP, 124 Spadef, Calm Nature with 140 speed. And that was our best way to check Rose Raid. It still hit us really hard. Rose Raid as like an offensive mon is so incredibly strong. Like Life Orb set, Sludge Bomb was a roll to 2 at Chaos, and a roll technically in Sharpedo's favor. But the Hurricane hits even harder. And we do outspeed a Life Orb set, so I understand why they wouldn't want to stay in. So yeah, we didn't need any Spatak investment to scare this thing out. Obviously, it took on Heracross as well to some extent. That knockoff did a butt ton of damage still. But yeah, that was the Tornadus. Nothing really much to report about it since it did not really do anything. Wigglytuff. I probably use this thing more than I should, but I've actually really, really enjoyed Wigglytuff. Let's see, how many weeks have I brought it? I've brought it 4 weeks, and it's an E-tier mon in this league. 4 of 9 weeks. I don't know, I've really enjoyed using it. The Wigglytuff this week in particular had to check the Dragapult, and it does a really damn good job at it. That Ghost Fairy, or normal Fairy typing is crazy good for Bolt, checking Bolt. T-Bolt. Did I end up taking a T-Bolt with this thing? Yeah, I did. Yeah. It did like nothing. It did like no damage. We're on the EVs already, so we'll talk about them. We were 44 in HP with 252 in SPDEF. I believe that calc was for Dragapult Choice Specs Hydro Pump. Dragapult Specs Hydro Pump. I think Modest as well, because it didn't need to be Timid. Yes, so we guarantee take 2 Specs Modest Hydro Pumps from Pult. So that was the reasoning for the EV investment there. And then we were 100 in Spatak. There was a reason for it, and I don't quite remember, but that's fine. Moving on. 112 defense. I think it was like a secondary Heracross check type deal. Why we had that. And like I said, 44 was in HP. So that was the EV spread. Heal Bell, Stealth Rock, Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower with lefties. Flamethrower for predicting a Skarmory switch in. Flamethrower also predicts a Roserade switch in. So they both look really good. Rocks was critical to get up for us, and Heal Bell because of any potential Roserade T-Spikes, Skarmory Toxic, Azumarill Toxic, even like Flareon, Pyukumuku, Boldor, Kirlia, any sort of shenanigans we were going to get rid of with Heal Bell. I did have to sack off Wigglytuff, but it proved its worth for sure, living hits that I didn't think it would, and checking that Dragapult. So, really happy with how it performed and how the whole team performed in general. So that is the end of the team breakdown. And we are now, like I said earlier, 4 and 5 in the league. We're -1. So -1 differential with a 4 and 5 win loss is not bad at all, especially since if we pick up another win and get to even, we're guaranteed at least even on the diff. So that's pretty nice. I'm pretty happy with that. We should go up the ranks quite a bit. I think we'll probably fall in. It depends on how Scoot's battle goes this week and how Wolf's battle goes this week. Depends on how they go. We may move up to 7 at best, which would be pretty nice for us. So yeah, we'll see how that all shakes out. So for those of you watching on Twitch still, thank you for watching. I will be back in less than an hour with another battle. Those of you watching on YouTube, much appreciated. On Monday, you will get more content from me, as is regular. You'll actually get the last RDL battle of the season, so stay tuned for that. That is the battle that's happening here on Twitch in less than an hour. So, yeah, hopefully you all enjoy my content, and thank you all for watching. Thanks for joining the Inner Circle, and we will catch you all next time.